Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chris with the C. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Vorza Truggy Flux S. Vorza S Flux Truggy. Long-winded name, but anyway, by HPI. Second run, and today we're going to be testing out the Draco Precision upgrades on the car. Now, as you noticed, last video we did, obviously we started installing all the parts on the car. I got through the video, showed you how to install them. Many of you enjoyed that because we actually went through the car bit by bit rather than just kind of time-lapse and everything, and I know a lot of you actually appreciated that. I know Draco mentioned that he enjoyed it as well. Now, I have done a few changes, alright, so I'm going to quickly talk you through it. The one thing I have noticed here is getting the body pin since installing new shock towers is hard work. But the good thing is they are installed. Now, if you look at the back of the car, what I have had to do on the body here is actually slight cutout foot, because we now got the 4mm standoffs on the thicker shock towers. Taking the body off, as you can see, excellent work by Draco with the shock towers. I have noticed, obviously, the shocks are now standing up a lot more proud due to, obviously, the 10 position mounting point on the shock towers. I have now fitted a fan to the car. We've got a 40mm rocket fan on there. That is only running at 6.5 volts BEC. Haven't done anything to the RC. Obviously fitted all the parts on, and we have gone up now to a 17 tooth. So where before, obviously, I struggled with the 16 tooth pinion. Now, because of the Draco motor mount, we're now running on a 17. Rear of the car is all the same. Again, the shocks are a lot more proud. The car doesn't sit down nowhere near as much. The suspension is a lot better. I'm literally going to run the car now and obviously test out some of the upgrades. We're going to do one battery pack. I also want to monitor temperatures on the motor, because, hey, you know, if a motor's cold, gear up. And yeah, just work out if there's any other changes, any other tuning I need to do to it, obviously, to get this car ready for Heatherton, because obviously that's coming up on the 22nd of the month. Big shout out to Robbie and the boys at Tenby, and obviously big shout out to the Panside lads who I'll be going down with. Yeah, I think next, guys, is put the head cam on. We'll put the battery in. Oh, I did make an adjustment to the battery tray, obviously pushing the battery tray forward. You can't move it any further back, but it would go forward. Yeah, there's not much else to talk about here other than the fact that let's start driving the car. Right, head cam on. Right, okay, so let's get the battery into the car, guys. As I say, I have adjusted the battery tray a little bit. What we're now doing, I'm going to be running on this pack, this Turnigy Rapid 6000 mAh 100C battery. As you can see, where I struggled in the last video to get the battery pack in the car, I haven't got that issue now, so that's, you know, absolutely awesome. It also means I can finally hold down my balance cable, so that's another good thing. I hope obviously you're enjoying all the videos at the moment. I'm doing my best to get as much content as I can out there. I had an awesome time up here yesterday with Robbie and Andrew, the mad scientist. I was hoping to get out today with the boys from Panside, but unfortunately my wife had different plans for me. But as you can see, battery is now in the car, absolutely lovely. And I will say, the battery straps actually fit perfect. I'm going to be running on stock handset today. Obviously the TF50 handset by HPI. Let's turn the car on. As you can see, I've got a light. Everything's not working. We got steering, so that's good. I'm going to just adjust the head cam. And then put my phone in my pocket. And then we'll give the car a run now. As I say, today is more of a case of monitoring how the car performs with the extra weight on the car, because as I say, it did add a slight amount of weight to the vehicle, but fingers crossed that's not really going to make too much of a difference. Really like the way this Truggy drove on the first run. I think it surprised a lot of people as well, because there was a few people saying that, oh, you know, they're not that good, the HPI cars, and you know, it was nice because it actually proved them, I wouldn't say wrong, but it, you know, it proved to people how good the HPI cars actually are with a little bit of fine tuning and setting a vehicle up. So yeah, running the car today, 6S. Let's give it a blast. She's definitely sprightly. Such a planted car as well, honestly. It's definitely got race car vibes, this one. Whoop. Sounds like we got a loose pinion by there, guys, so bear with me 2 seconds. Right guys, so it turns out the grub screw had come loose on the rear out drive. Now we've got drive, so fingers crossed that's going to stay together enough for me to do a run. So it is something I'm going to have a look at. Obviously what I'll probably do is take the grub screw out, use some isopropyl roll just for cleaning up. Where the bloody hell's my pins, buddy? Cleaning up the grub screw, and obviously I'll put some Loctite in and let it set. So as long as it gives me enough fuel to give me a run, I'm happy with that. And then obviously when we get back to the workshop and carry on working on the car, like I say, it's all part and parcel of setting the car up properly. Little problems like this will appear. It's a brand new vehicle. It's, like I say, second run, so that could have happened on the last run. It could have happened when I was taking the car apart. God knows. But just a head cam, like so. Right, let's have a go again. There you go. So we now got drive. That's a good thing. Turn the car around. Oh, she got some wheel speed now. Jesus. She's pretty nippy. So I'm toying with the idea of putting my radio link handset onto this one, guys. So just to kind of fine tune my driving experience with it. I trust that handset dearly. I don't feel like I've got enough steering there, so let's have a look. Dual rate. Let's turn the dual rate up just a touch. There you go. Holy cow, she's fast. She is ripping. She is definitely ripping. I cannot get absolutely awesome Truggy, this one. Flying machine. Right, let's go down on the field and give it a quick rip down the field. So I might need to look at tyres, I don't know. Because I do feel sometimes I lose a little bit of grip in the rear, but she is flying, guys. Wicked truck. And I think we've just spun. Yeah, it looks like that grub screw's come loose again, guys. So let's just go back, tighten it up. We're going to give it one more go. I don't want to wreck it too much. But it is looking like that grub screw's come loose. Bloody outdrive problems, honestly. But when we managed to get the power down, she was flat out. Absolutely flat out. As you can see, front wheels are spinning and the rears are not. So once again, it's a pain in the arse this is happening, because I was hoping to get out today and actually give it a run. It might mean actually taking the top of the centre diff off here and then seeing if we can see the grub screw's still in there. It's just loose, so don't know. Feels like it's bit on there. Oh, might be some upgraded out drives, or just the fact that obviously it needs a bit more Loctite and setting. All good in that sense. Let's have a look. We've got drives to the front wheels again. Yes, we have. Don't know. Something I'm gonna have a look at, because obviously that out drive, I don't want to keep it to come loose all the time, and I don't want to damage the output drive either. But motor's stone cold. You know what that means, don't you? So let's give it one more rip. Let's see if that holds in place now. I don't want it to be a case of it becoming problematic, and I'd rather kill a run here to know full well that I'm not going to knacker my car up as well. A fair bit of water on that field actually. There's condensation where it's been warmer today. Right, let's get that in there. Here's a pain in the backside. There you go, it's in. Right, let's try again. So, straight away, we got issues. Right. Gonna bring this back in a sec, because I'm gonna need to inspect this a little bit more. 2 seconds. I'll pause the video here, guys. I have got some tools here. I might quickly just see if I can solve this, but otherwise we're gonna call it a day. Right, so we're gonna give it one more go, guys, because otherwise it's a case of take it back to the workshop and strip it all down. But inside there's a grub screw sitting on the output shaft. What's happening, and it's the same funny thing is with the Maverick, is the bearing seems like it's coming out and then pushing against the shaft, which is totally fine, there's no issues there. So I might put a shim behind there, and then obviously where the screw's not locked tight in down, or sitting on top of, you got an output shaft, and then obviously your grub screw sits on top. So it's just a case of whether it holds on now, so fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll give it another rip down the field now and see what it's like. Got a phone in my pocket. What's happening, boys? Yeah, so definitely the only issue is that output shaft. She's ripping though. Might have to do a bit of diff tuning. Flying. I think I might have solved it actually. Covers the floor fast. That's got to be doing 55 mile an hour on grass. Yeah, it's definitely got some wheel speed, guys. Oh, thanks, dude. Ah, you wouldn't want to put it up here. It's not that sort of. Right, so definitely got a lot more wheel speed. Much happier. So yeah, I think a bit of Loctite now. Just obviously solve that issue with nice. Very happy with the way the car's running. So yeah, it definitely seems to have solved the issue. I think it's just a case of a bit of Loctite to keep it all held down. Other than that, she's golden, guys. Total ground ripper. Surprised me that people haven't jumped on this. Probably a little bit of diff tuning needed on the centre. Other than that, I think we're fine. Front and rear diffs are fine. Might slightly go a little bit thicker on the front. Nothing major, just kind of equal out the power a little bit. Oh, hang on, we have got, is that an issue? Oh, we got tie rod loose. Is that loose? Yeah, there you go. Well, I haven't got one of them screws on me today, so that's that. I might put a nut and bolt in the bottom of it, but as you can see, tie rod's come loose there. I'm going to pause the video 2 secs. Right, guys, so say hello, Robert. Robert's on FaceTime, but there. Hi. Right, what's happened, as you can see, the tie rod's come apart here. So what I'm thinking of doing is if I can find a screw on the car a second, just to keep going, just to go get through a pack. But yeah, all teething issues, guys. Literally all it is teething issues. If we I'll just take a wheel off quickly. I'll just show you now. So nothing's broken as per se. Ugh. All that's happened here is, there you go. So where you got the caster hub there, obviously the screw has come out there. Now, is it captured by a nut? Yes, it is. So it looks like all that's happened is the screw's backed itself out. Weird though, because here's a nylock nut, so maybe I need to put some longer screws into there. I think you know, nothing major. What have I got here? What can I pinch a second is the question. What's this one here? That's a front bulkhead. We don't want to pinch that. Don't laugh, Rob. Don't laugh. Yeah. We have got one servo screw here, so we could use that, but I'm not going to do that. It's all in getting the car back out and just finishing the pack off. What else we got? Got a screw at the rear. I don't got anything I can pinch a screw off, is the question. It doesn't look like it. Hang on, what's this one? That's a bumper. And that looks to be the same screw. Is that the same thread? No, that's not a nylock thread. I'm going to pause the video 2 secs, guys. I am going to find a screw here. I'm determined to finish off this pack, whether it kills me. Right, what I've done, guys, in true bash fashion, is I pinched a screw off the rear wing mount a second. So we are going to get back out. I've popped it's the same thread, so I'm going to get this car back on the grass. I am going to finish this pack if it kills me. Just teething issues, honestly. Once I've got this nailed down, this is going to be an absolute weapon. The car is flying. It's probably the quickest basher I've had to date. Oh, I mentioned it in my last video. Now it's just a complete lunatic. Which, you know, as we said in a previous video when Andrew and Robbie were here, is the motor hot? Flow chart, remember flow chart. Is the motor hot? No, gear up. Is the motor too hot? Yes, gear down. So I think I want to
keep gearing up.
Yeah, if you
the padded cell.
yeah, that's the one. So put the body pins back in, and then what I want to do is just a quick couple of rips up and down this tarmac just to build up some heat in the car. And then I want to put my hand on that motor. Now if the motor is still cool at that point, it means an 18 tooth will go in, and I'll keep going until I find a point where the car goes, nah, you're right mate. Right, okay, turn the head cam, turn the car back on, and if the wheels come off this time, I'm going home. We got steering, so that's a good sign. Total Fruit Loop, honestly. Definitely my favourite Truggy to date, mind, I will say that. And who would have knew, guys, a car from HPI would be the one that tickled my fancy. Whoa! Nearly missed that jump then. Whoop! Ah, that bloody gate. Turn him around. It's an absolute monster. Oh, honestly. I am being ever so careful with the throttle on this one. Take it back on a field quickly. Let's put Robbie in my pocket. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Right. Take it for a rip down the field. Yeah, monster. Absolute monster. Very happy with the way it's performing. Big shout out Draco, honestly. Braden, you've done yourself proud, mate. You made some wicked upgrades here. Oh, back end's a bit loose up there. I think it's really wet up at the top end. Let's stand in the middle of the field. I will say, mind, I'm quite impressed with how long these batteries are lasting, especially with this still geared up. Flying. Flying. There's no way in this world my SST is as quick as this. And this as stable. There's the key. There's the key. The SST probably would be, but it's trying to get the power down. I mean, like, some nice rips there up and down the field. So what I'm going to do now is pull it in. We'll feel that motor quickly. Right, let's find out the temperatures on our motor, because that has a nice, oh, it's this side. Ooh. Can I put my hand on the motor is a question. No, it's that side. Ooh. Stone cold. Stone cold. Very, very efficient, this car. Look, many people said about the APL 150 G2 being an older ESC, but I'll speak as I find. I've yet to date had a problem with them. Not the G2, G1. And I think that's LVC, guys. Right there, that's LVC. So we're going to put it back in now, and we'll quickly talk about the car. But yeah, happy, very happy. I don't, oh yeah, it's completely dead now, I've stopped. Right, I think, quite honestly, I don't think it needs another gear on this. I mean, there's more than enough wheel speed. I think I'm just being greedy, asking for more. The car, like I said, a few screws, maybe a nylock nut at the bottom just to go, well, there is a nylock nut in there, so that's not really an issue. But I have noticed the rear end starts to sit down a lot when the car gets heavy with dirt. But I am running on grass here, and the muddy areas. Tyres seem to be getting grippier as I'm going along. As you can see, the compound's nice and soft on these. Let's just quickly check over the car. Oh, I forgot, I haven't turned. There you go. That'd be better if you could see the car, wouldn't it? Right, let's pull the body clips out. But as I say, we adapt and overcome on this one. It was a case of just tightening a screw up at the rear on the output drive. So that it was actually loose, so not really a problem. A screw on the turnbuckle here. Like I say, I will have to just put another one back in, take that out, and then find two longer screws for the front here. But other than that, it's golden. As for the upgrades, one thing I did appreciate here, and I'll speak as I find, actually, look at all the mud on. That is why the back end's sitting down, guys. Jesus Christ. All this mud sat here. So maybe find some mud guards for the car. But the motor, honestly, there's no heat on that motor at all. Right, upgrades, let's talk about them now. Braden, if you're watching this, I did appreciate this motor mount for the first time, and I'll tell you why. Obviously, to get this rear drive shaft out here, actually, let's put Robbie by here. He can, I'll turn the volume down. You could just, there you go. Right, so where the output drive is at the back here, obviously to get this drive shaft out, what I've got to do is obviously loosen off the motor mount and this top brace. Now, the good thing is here is because of the unique design of his motor plate, you've got obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts for the motor mount. Alright, with these top screws, 2.5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, remove those, and then the 2 top parts come off, which releases the whole of the centre diff. Alright, so you can then work on the car. Now, if I didn't have option of that today, I don't think there was any way I would be able to continue on the run. So, you know, Braden, if you're watching it, absolutely awesome, buddy. I did appreciate that. Let's turn the car off because the noise of the fans is, yeah, a bit noisy. But, yeah, the design on the motor mount is top notch. Now, as for the suspension, did the car feel good? Yes, it did. The front end at no point felt like it was going to bottom out. The rear, what I might do is slightly change, don't know, I'm on the fence. I might change the shock position just down to maybe a 1 screw lower, just to keep that back end from sitting down as much. But then again, look at this. That bit there is just off 1 arm. So we do that again on the other side. And then all this on the shocks and everything here. Now, when we're going to be running at places like Heverton and stuff like that, that's all dust, right? So this won't appear. This is grass running. So I'm getting the car set up for obviously our summer season, and basically this is, I doubt very much is going to happen unless I'm running up here. So I don't know, we might just leave it as it is, and bearing in mind that grass will dry out even further. But overall, guys, what a platform. This, you know, obviously the DT8, your hot bodies platform, absolutely epic. And the way HPI have designed the car. Now, has it made it any better with the upgrades? Yes. So all in all, very happy with the way the car's running. As I say, I haven't got a problem with it. I did manage to wangle a screw back in there just for the sake of keep running. Let's go up top a second. Ooh, there you go, there's me. Massively happy, honestly, guys. For something that I kind of overlooked for possibly 2 years. Like I said, when we were down racing around with friends, and obviously we've seen the older version of the truck ripping around, and I could see with my eyes that it was physically, you know, that was fast. That was fast. And, you know, kept ticking away in the back of my head. At some point I know I'm going to pick it up, and I kept pushing off because I get sidetracked with armours and upgrades and all that business. But there's something pure about racing truggies and buggies, honestly. So I will kind of put this in, even though it's a basher, it is very much race inspired. So in that sense, I'm having a good time with the racing stuff. It's giving me good vibes. I enjoy taking them out, and for the sort of thing that I do, especially around in areas like this, I've got no issues with them. I've got other bashers basically for different purposes, e.g. like the X-Max. The X-Max is great at clearing, well, basically anything. Yeah, the ground attack cars, thoroughly enjoying them at the moment. Guys, I've bumped my gums way too long. You've been absolutely awesome for watching the video. Till next time, check the box for more videos. Stay awesome. Make sure, obviously, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button now if you're enjoying the content. I'll catch you later. See you also.